This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Thank you, David. Welcome to DBL. It's Wednesday, August 11th. I'm Tori here with my friends Al and Erica. We're grateful you're joining us. Let's get started. You're never going to believe who's defending New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who resigned yesterday after being accused of sexually harassing nearly a dozen women. Alec Baldwin called Cuomo's resignation a tragic day on Twitter and blamed cancel culture.
Yeah. We're just going to use that term for everything.
Yeah, what is that? The term to me is like, at some point, it's not cancel culture. It's literally accountability culture, and the language difference is important. Not everything is cancel culture. When you do something bad, you get punished. That's just what happened. It's a consequence. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the ones, Erica, I don't think that cancel culture exists. I think that if you have fans, then you can never be canceled. Tucker Carlson has said some things that you can argue should have had him taken off air, but they can't take him off air because his ratings are too high. He cannot be canceled. Crystal Pepsi did not have fans, and so it is not on the shelves anymore.
Crystal Pepsi.
It's like, what are we talking about? Shout out to Crystal Pepsi, by the way.
But yeah, you're right. Did not go well.
Oh, man. Well, you know, it's kind of ironic that it's Alec Baldwin who's speaking up about this, because he is the prime example of if you have fans, you cannot be canceled. I mean, he's done some questionable things in the past, he is reigning like the king of the world. So it's probably a weird juxtaposition to have. Obviously, they have a relationship, and he's speaking out, and everybody needs somebody to be in their corner.
Right.
But Alec Baldwin is just a very interesting choice. Like, there's no cancel culture for him.
Now, there is for his wife, which I thought about. Remember Hilaria Baldwin, who claimed to be Spanish recently and wasn't when they found out she was born in Boston. His wife was canceled.
Was she?
Very much so.
How? What were the?
She had 5 products that were taken away from her. She had a gazillion people watching her for mommy stuff. And as soon as the video of her saying, "I don't remember how to say in English cucumbers," she was born in Boston. Okay, she traveled to vacation in Spain. So he knows cancel culture, and I think is quite sensitive because his wife was recently canceled. I think that's why.
Interesting.
She went on Red Table Talk, and someone said, or she calls it La Mesa Roja.
The internet always wins.
Sorry, but you earned that one. All right. Let's also talk about Andrew Cuomo's brother, because a lot of you have been writing us in saying, what's going on with CNN host Chris Cuomo? They both used to appear together on the show. They would talk about spaghetti sauce. Well, Chris is on vacation this week and has not been reporting or commenting on his brother and the big scandal. But he is apparently still advising him. That's according to fellow CNN anchor Brian Stelter, who, who was on Stephen Colbert's show last night. Take a look.
I'll confirm it for your viewers. I also have a source that says Chris was on the phone with his brother this week.
Is your source Chris Cuomo?
He is not. If we open up the journalism ethics book, there's no page for this. It's the craziest set of circumstances you can imagine, right? A governor and a brother, both in these high-profile jobs. This was definitely awkward for CNN, though.
Sure.
I tried to go into this thinking, okay, if I was going to cover this at CBS, how would I cover it? And try to cover it the same way. And I talked to a lot of sources at CNN. Some said, yeah, this is really weird. I'm ticked off at Chris. Others said, you know, I understand. You can't pick who your family members are.
All right, thoughts? I know a lot of people are like, why hasn't he said something? Why hasn't he said something? I heard he did ask his brother to resign and was sort of pushing him that way. What would you guys do?
That's a tough one.
It is.
I mean,
I get it.
It really is. I was watching a clip of Chris Cuomo when he said, you know, obviously these allegations have come to light, and I can't speak on an ongoing. It's something to that extent. I think this is really crazy. I remember not to make the two the same, but when I was doing morning radio in Chicago, my brother was playing football at Northwestern, and that put our family in the kind of like, not like a big spotlight, but it was like a spotlight, you know, there were things going on. And I remember having this conversation with him where I'm like, do not mess this up. Like, do not mess this up, because if you do something stupid, I'm gonna get the consequences. If I do something stupid, you're gonna feel the consequences. So let's just agree to be on our best behavior, okay?
Smart.
But you know, you can't control that. No. You really can't. You can't control who your family is.
Well, I'll tell you this, Erica. I'll tell you what you can control is having your brother on your show every night. Because when, you know, when Andrew was killing it, you know, going after Trump, landing some pretty big verbal jabs on him, and he was super popular, even though it seems like he was in the midst of covering up what was going going on with the nursing homes, it was almost the Cuomo show every night. So then my question to everybody is, then can you turn around and say, well, I can't comment on this after you just had him on your show probably over 24 times. So like I'm questioning, if you get into that bed, if you get married to if your brother was then on your radio show every day and then he committed a penalty that was egregious and then he's just no longer on your show, is that cool to just have him only when it's good?
I know. I think that's a totally fair thing. I was reading to see if people were commenting.
But I'm glad you weren't listening.
They were commenting. Wait, people are commenting on Crystal Pepsi. People are still stuck on the Crystal Pepsi.
Right.
So please write in if you liked or disliked Crystal Pepsi. One time I went to play tennis and I stuck Crystal Pepsi in my water bottle to trick my mom and had terrible stomach pains after.
Really?
Yeah. Water. Good story. All right, there's a huge tabloid headline. It's everywhere today. It claims Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer are dating and that their Friends reunion special stirred up some feelings. If you don't remember, that's when we learned that the two had been crushing hard on each other back in the 90s. Let's take a look.
I mean, David?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the
First season.
Yeah, the first season, I had a major crush on Jen. I think we both.
It was reciprocal, is what she said. Sorry to burst your bubble. Turns out the story is not true. Kelly Schuberth is crying. At least according to David Schwimmer's reps, they really are on a break. But why is it that so many people love to read these tabloid headlines and a lot of us actually believe them? Could real-life stories of rekindled romance like J-Lo and Ben Affleck be part of it? Speaking of which, the two were out house hunting in Beverly Hills yesterday.
I was looking at that house.
You were out? Is it at your house?
It came in as a cash buyer.
That's
I was
what
going
you were all
to pay for it over the course of 8,900 years.
TMZ reports that they looked at this gigantic mansion that costs $85 million. It has huge vaulted ceilings, a giant pool, a home gym, an indoor tennis court, and that's not enough. There's a massage room and a salon. So why do we believe these headlines that, like, Ross and Rachel are back? Is it just because, like, we like the chemistry and we live in Fairy Taleville?
I think there is a big contingent of people who do like to romanticize the past in some aspect, and if it's like, if Ben and Jen can get back together and figure it out, then maybe there's hope for me and so, you know? I think that it's just something about people want to be in other people's bedrooms so bad.
I think it's true. I also think they do have good chemistry. So when you see on camera...
Why do you think that?
Because I watched Friends, which I know you were an avid fan, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of someone on Friends?
Danny.
Danny
the neighbor.
Danny the neighbor is not on Friends, but if you did watch Joey, someone said that in your ear.
I swear to God. He had a spin-off show.
No, he didn't.
When he was older.
Yeah, he did. He did have a spin-off show. It wasn't successful. I'll simply say, if you watched, Ross and Rachel do have good chemistry, and I think people like our chemistry on the show, and that's something why they watch us.
But that doesn't mean we're going to date.
Hell no.
What? Are you guys going to act like I'm not an incredible catch up here? I mean,
well, no, you're a great catch, brother. However, that is like terrifying. People make comments and I'm like, do you understand?
It's weird.
It is weird.
People don't understand.
Brothers and
but
sisters.
I will say this about your youth. Like when you were young, no matter who you are, you have, it sounds depressing, but you have your whole life in front of you. And so that's why like you like music from that time, whatever SNL cast was on, that's the cast you like. That's when you're like, oh, that's when hip hop was real. It was when you were young.
Yeah.
And so now when you're older, you want to go back to that time and be like, I should have got with Erica. She had her locker right there. I should have said something. Because you're going back to that time.
Too bad, buddy.
There's someone she's talking to. She's talking to someone personally.
Ended up going to homecoming with Tori.
That's exactly right. Is there a couple in Hollywood? Wait, ouch.
I would love to go to homecoming with you. You would have been a fun date.
Thank you. Was there a couple in Hollywood you wish had gotten back together? I always hated that Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins broke up.
What? Did you come here on a time machine?
Wow.
What?
I was too busy reading my breakup note from my homecoming date, my freshman year in high school, on a Post-it on my locker.
Okay, we will talk about that during the break because that story cannot just sit there.
We will be discussing Post-it Gate. Please watch on YouTube or online. Coming up on DBL, a really cool couple, really cool, like they're from The Matrix on TikTok, is showing love to the LGBTQ community, how they're taking on the role of parents to millions who might feel alone. And this is a much-needed silver lining in the Delta variant surge. The new number of Americans going out to get their first vaccine dose is rising. Stay tuned.
Closed captioning provided by
Hi, DBL Nation. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL digital team. Happy Wednesday. It is hump day, and we are in a good mood here at Daily Blast Live. Erica, you got to tell us a story. You said someone broke up with you?
Yes.
A Post-it note?
Yes. So, my freshman year, there was this guy that I had a couple classes with. He was a really, really nice guy, and I knew that my parents were going to love him. So I actually asked him to homecoming because he wasn't going to go.
Yeah.
And he agreed to go with me, and then we ended up dating. And then after homecoming, like a week later, he put a Post-it note on my locker that said, "I'm sorry, I can't be your boyfriend anymore." And I'm like, okay, we're gonna run into each other in like for 3 classes. And we did. And I asked him, he's like, well, I'm sorry. And it was just like a weird thing. Well, my freshman year in college, and this is like when emails really people are doing this thing, right? He sends me this long email apologizing for the way that he broke up with me and how rude and inconsiderate he was. And I was like, kind of on a high horse, like, it's fine, I'm so over it. And here I am, 20 years later talking about it, like,
Still upset about it. I have to tell you guys this. I had a boyfriend in 6th grade named Jeb. He lived behind me in the house behind me, and he invited me over because we'd always hang out, and my best friend Lauren, who was a good soccer player. We were 6th grade, and he said to us both, "I'm trying to do the right thing here, but I'm breaking up with you, Tori, and I'm going to be starting to date Lauren." And he just did it in front of us that was the better thing to do, and I've never forgiven him.
That was really honest.
I know it was honest, but anyway, Jeb and I are good buddies, and I bring it up to him constantly to this day.
Wow.
He's getting married, like Mazel Tov, but you broke my heart,
I wonder
Fredo.
where he got
You broke my heart.
the emotional maturity.
DBL Nation, do you have any breakup stories? Let us know. Bye.
Welcome back to DBL. Guess what?
What?
We got some good news to share. In the middle of this Delta variant surge we're all going through, turns out more people are starting to get vaccinated. Let's give a big round of applause to that.
Yay.
We're now averaging more than 700,000 vaccinations a day. That's the highest rate in more than a month. Meantime, more than 195 million Americans have now received at least one dose. I think this is fantastic. I do want to, not to bring us to Bummer Town, sorry, but in Florida and Texas right now, things are really going quite poorly. In Houston, there's now having tents at the hospital because they don't have enough room. And in Florida, this is some of these tents that you're seeing being put up in Houston. In Florida, they're now at their worst rate, higher than New York, when there wasn't even a vaccine readily available. That's where Florida is. So there's good news, but I also want, if you're a viewer from Florida or Texas, to write in to let us know what you think. Good news, what do you guys think? Erica?
I think it's a step in the right direction. Really, when I decided to get vaccinated, there were a lot of factors. One, I just did not want to miss out on my family and friends, which I was. But my anxiety level was so high the entire time before the vaccination.
Like fight or flight.
Right, because it's like you see, and then everything that happens, you're like, is this COVID? Am I shutting down production? Am I doing, whatever? Like you're constantly having these things in your head. So I think for a lot of people, it's come down to peace of mind. And also, people are starting to say, don't come here if you can't show proof of vaccination.
That's exactly right. That mandate that I keep talking about is getting built in different places. What do you think, Al?
And I think she's right in terms of there's also a personal mandate. There's one thing you can't go to Walmart. There's another thing you can't come to your niece's wedding. And I think when people start to get those mandates, they're like, I've built this identity for who I am on Facebook. I've argued with people. I've told people where to go with it and the government vaccination, and they feel like they're winning and they get their likes. But when they turn the computer off, and they're starting to see themselves shut out from real life, shut off from real experiences, I think for some people it's worth it. They also are seeing that all the people that they followed are dying.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm not saying that flippantly, I'm saying that they are. So all these people that have railed against the vaccine for 2-3 years, now on their deathbed giving these heartfelt I'm sorries and get the vaccine, maybe it's working.
I think so too. Pay attention to those people in the hospital saying, get the vaccine, I should have gotten the vaccine.
Or your doctor, you can pay attention to them.
That's true.
Who knows,
Thanks,
4
Al.
years undergrad, 4 years medical school,
You're ruining everything.
2 to 7 years of specialty. What would they know?
Are we done? We're done. Speaking of coronavirus, journalist Andrew Sullivan was on Anderson Cooper's show recently. He was arguing that we should all start getting used to living with coronavirus. Take a look.
We now know is a virus that transmits from vaccinated people. So we're going to have to live with this thing. We're going to have to be vaccinated consistently against it because it's not going away and it's going to be here. And the goal is not to pursue an illusory victory over the virus, but to learn how to live with it and actually live fully alongside it.
So that's what Coley is. Dr. Coley, she's our resident doctor here on the show, has said. Eventually, it's going to, we hope, almost to be like the cold or flu. You get a flu shot. It doesn't give you hospitalizations too much. What do you think, Erica?
I think it's sad, but it's true.
Yeah.
And especially the way that there is a major movement for anti-vax. So here we are.
It's in our future. I kind of thought we would get over this, like eradicate it, like smallpox. Like
but
polio.
there was no internet. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, were there polio anti-vaxxers?
I know.
And how would they combat that now?
Right.
You know, because I don't think that we'll ever eradicate anything again because there is so much money to be made from being somebody that has questions.
I think
so. I think we've seen the
absolutely right.
last of eradicating anything.
Absolutely. Let us know what you guys think. Coming up on DBL, this really cool interview with its coolest TikTok. I want to be them. There's this TikTok couple who acts as an all-accepting family to comfort LGBTQ followers. It's so cool. That's next.
According to 2 new reports that have not been peer-reviewed yet, the Moderna vaccine appears to be performing better against the Delta coronavirus variant than the Pfizer vaccine. The first study looked at patients at the Mayo Clinic. It found in early 2021, the Pfizer vaccine was 76% effective at preventing infections. But when Delta took over in July, that effectiveness dropped to 42%. Over that same time period, Moderna's efficacy dropped too, but not as much. It went from 86% to 76%. Another study in Canada looked at elderly nursing home residents. It found they produced a strong immune response after the Moderna vaccine compared to the Pfizer vaccine. The researchers behind that study say the results show the elderly will either need higher doses or a booster shot. We're also getting an idea of how long protection from the vaccines last. Research out of Israel reveals people were more likely to test positive for COVID 5 months after being fully vaccinated with Pfizer compared to those who'd been vaccinated within the past 5 months. The CEO of Pfizer has said a booster shot may be needed.
Welcome back to DBL. They share videos from the perspective of 2 loving, supportive parents with the swag of a Mafia movie couple. Earlier, we spoke with Lisa Brzezinski and Pope, yep, that's her name, about their unique support for the LGBTQ community that's gone viral. That's today's cool DBL Spotlight. Cool are they? Lisa and Pope, welcome to DBL. We just watched video from the day you pretended to adopt your TikTok followers, but shortly after that video, you had millions of people saying they wanted you to be their parents. I think this is amazing. You've been dubbed the Mafia family. Where did that name come from?
We didn't expect it to go as crazy as it did, and our followers actually, from honestly the way that we looked, they coined us the Mafia parents, and we didn't intend on anything related to the Mafia. We actually didn't even plan on it being a family.
Yeah, and we were just wearing our, date night outfits and all that.
How has this massive response affected your day-to-day life?
When we first did this video, we didn't think anything of it, and we posted it and we went for a walk. And I remember we came back inside and we were like, oh my gosh.
It was like millions by the day.
And it was
crazy.
Millions of followers every single day.
Yeah. And on a daily, we're kind of hermits, so we don't really notice. But when we do go out, we do get noticed a lot.
Everybody notices us at like Walmart and Target.
We're like, oh yeah, the grocery store randomly.
So ladies, a lot of your videos are point of view questions. This is great. So followers give you a situation and you act out as if you were their parents. These are a few of our favorites. Let's take a look. We're so proud of you. That's what it was saying. So what has been the craziest question you guys have received so far?
Well, we get literally millions. Honestly, probably the craziest one that we had was like, POV, I interrupt one of your Mafia meetings to let you know that I stole your car to go get some pizza.
People just get really detailed,
Could we come up with a situation and you guys act it out, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I find out that my friend Tori, my co-host, during the commercial breaks has been taking my phone and she's been responding to people. Now, she hasn't said anything bad, but I feel like that's a little bit of a violation. How do we talk to her in a way to let her know that I need my private space, but I do appreciate her trying to do what she thought was nice for me?
We'll just give you a look,
we wouldn't
and
say
she's
a
gonna
word.
know. Yeah,
we would be
wouldn't
like,
say one word.
we would literally do the
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I like it. All right, I want to get a little deep. You've created a community for real for LGBTQ kids to feel safe, supported. I know it's all kind of funny, but there's also this like community feel. What do you want the outside world to know about your Mafia family?
Honestly, our biggest takeaway was just that everybody needs a safe space.
Yeah.
And that a lot more people feel alone than we ever expected. We were blown away by how many people have reached out to us. Honestly, it's been thousands per day for the last year. And they just said, you made us feel like we have somebody finally. And, that was very unexpected, but probably the most rewarding part of this whole experience. And if we could say anything to anyone, it's that everybody feels very alone and they need a little bit of love.
Yeah.
So,
and it's okay to be you, just exactly how you are. I think that's the biggest thing.
Will you guys be my parents? Okay. To our DBL Nation.
Yes.
Yay! Join the family. I
They
can't
have
wait.
8 million.
All right.
So don't feel that special.
I'm their favorite, though. To our DBL Nation, please join the family. Follow these ladies on TikTok at LKBphotography_. They're also on Instagram at LKBphotography or Pope the Barber. Lisa and Pope, thank you for joining DBL today. You made us all look cooler. We'll be right back.
thank you. Thanks for having us.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Folks who've recovered from COVID don't think they need the vaccine, but will natural immunity be enough to protect them? Let's connect the dots. Health experts say no. Recovering from COVID-19 is not enough to protect you from getting the virus again. Your antibodies may reduce your risk, but the vaccines offer much better protection. The CDC says people are twice as likely to be reinfected with COVID if they don't receive the vaccine. Relying on natural immunity can also put others at risk. Doctors say people who are reinfected with COVID are more likely to not show any symptoms. That means they risk spreading the virus to children and people with compromised immune systems without even realizing it. And just because your body fought off COVID the first time does not mean round 2 will go the same. Cases are often milder, but there are exceptions to the rule. The virus is mutating, which means you're seeing more reinfected patients in the hospital. And that is connecting the dots.
The Verify team is here to fact-check the questionable things you see circulating on social media. Take these tweets, which claim that you should not laminate your vaccine card because that could ruin it. So let's verify. Could laminating your card really cause damage? Our sources are the CDC and Staples. And in some cases, the answer is yes. Laminating the card can cause damage. Staples says that if your card has stickers printed using a thermal printer, the heat used during the lamination process will turn that sticker black and ruin it. So the first thing you'll want to do is check your card for any stickers. The CDC suggests that the best way to make a backup of your card is to take a pic and store it as a digital copy.
With your Verify, I'm Evan Kozloff for Mile High Mornings.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. I did not know that Crystal Pepsi would cause such a stir on our YouTube chat. What was your favorite, or do you still drink your favorite soft drink? Anyone have a favorite soft drink up here?
I'm going to go old school just because it reminds me of Cleveland, Ohio. A&W cream soda. Whoa. That's with the corned beef sandwich. It's a very local entree.
That's a very
Jewish.
Jewish.
Good with cream soda.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Diet Pepsi or cherry Diet Pepsi.
Very nice.
Oh, that's random.
Classy, everyone.
What about you?
I am a cherry Coke.
All right.
DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow.
Cherry Coke.